Good afternoon, everybody. Russ from Willie's Firewood here. As you can see by the man glitter, we've been doing firewood today. I just dropped Kevin off. We had a delivery near his house, so I dropped him off and got that taken care of. We've done a bunch of small deliveries again today, but today's topic of discussion is going to be to thank you guys for all of your help. We put a video out yesterday and asked you guys for your input on what we needed to do to improve for our one cord challenge, and we've taken lots of your advice into consideration, and we'll be doing many of those things. We're going to be adding some things different as well. So hopefully, I'm hoping Saturday we will have our official entry into the timed one cord challenge uploaded and completed, barring no unforeseen circumstances or anything like that, weather, all that good stuff. But yeah, so we're gonna do that. So tomorrow is gonna be bath day for the Musclewood. It is covered in salt from our road trip last week, and it's been too cold. But tomorrow the temps are supposed to be in the 30s. So if that's the case and it does indeed warm up, we're gonna give it a much needed bath. I've got to get that brine off of it. It's absolutely driving me nuts. So tomorrow is bath day for the All Wood. And in addition to that, we are going to start working on our restaurant and bagged wood again. The roadside racks have been absolutely crazy. We've got them almost filled up. We got a bunch of the $5 bins empty, and when we get back to the yard, I'm gonna explain why they're empty and what we're gonna do with them. So I apologize ahead of time for the wind, but again, we broke our mics yesterday playing with the Musclewood, so you may hear a little bit of the wind noise. But let me show you these $5 bins, and I'll show you what we're trying to do here. So we've got one that, with the exception of these two bins right here, it's primarily regular sized firewood. Well, I guess that one doesn't count either. But we're gonna keep one with regular sized firewood, and we want one to be all of the small slivers and or kindling. We have lots of people that request that, and this 6-way wedge is definitely making a lot more. We refilled the racks again this morning. We've got an empty $30 spot there, but that, I think, is the only hole. It is the only hole that we have right now, so definitely keeping up with the racks, which is a good thing. So we had a subscriber call, and they wanted to order some wood for a friend, and they're out of state, but they knew that we were in the area of their friend. So we're gonna get a half a cord of the dry ash logs and stage those for tomorrow morning, and then we're gonna go split and deliver. So I'm gonna load the Tundra up and I'll be right back. Those are big and heavy, but I'm gonna take a little pick out of my own playbook here. A little bit every day goes a long way. We're not doing this tomorrow. Let's do it right now. You and I, we're gonna go split a load of wood. So when I work by myself, I don't like to use the log lift. I like to stage everything on the operator side of the machine. Every once in a while I'll throw an arm on the log lift, but I'm gonna put everything right here by where I stand. And I know we said we were gonna split it today, but we're not, because Richard's hockey gear is in his mother's car and he has practice in about an hour. So I'm gonna get this unloaded, and then we'll come back tomorrow morning. We'll fire up the All Wood and we'll split this, but for right now, let's get it off the truck. And I'll show you what I mean when I say I stage it close to my operator station. Right now, everything's a little too far away, so I'm gonna move it all over, and then we'll come back and I'll show you exactly what I'm doing and what I'm thinking here. So first things first is I don't put the giant rounds like this here down on the ground. I stick them up where I can get at them. You're gonna probably see it pop up in the camera in just a minute here. But I stick those where I can reach them easy, waist height somewhere in there. This ash round here isn't that heavy, so this will go on the bottom. I know everybody loves to see the splitter run and loves to watch all of that, but with our firewood business, sometimes there's some hand labor and not a lot of machine time. I'm gonna bring you guys along for a little more of that, and we gotta have some topics to discuss. So one of the topics that needs to be discussed is dump trailers and what we're doing with our dump trailer, because I don't think our dump trailer is right for our business. So I have people ask in the videos all the time, how do you know what's a cord? How do you know what's half a cord? There was a time when I used to stack everything. I don't like stacking, you guys know that. But we're getting back into the restaurant wood. We're getting back into bagged firewood. Stacking is gonna be something that we're gonna do, and maybe do a little differently. There's a new product coming out on the market, and I spied it with my little eye, and we're gonna get after that new product because it's gonna help us tremendously. I gotta tell you, the guy that made that product, I think he's gonna be making lots and lots and lots of them. Stay tuned and follow along. About the beginning of February, I'll be able to tell you what it is. And if you follow Firewood on social media, you'll probably be able to guess before then, but we can make it a fun little game between now and then. So what I've got beside the splitter is going to end up being a little more than what we need, and that's okay because the rest of the ash is going to be split small for bundles for tomorrow. And we're going to finish cleaning up the yard, getting everything moved out of the way, get the splitter moved because we've got logs coming and we need to make room. The log truck pulling in is one of my favorite things. Although it's expensive, it's still one of my favorite things. Just had to roll away around there. But we've got our wood stage for tomorrow morning. We're gonna do the magic of video. You'll come back with me in the morning. We'll get this split and delivered, and then we'll work on bundles and restaurant wood with Kevin. So this is probably about 2/3 of a cord with these two rows. Those are big rounds. There's a lot of wood there. We'll see exactly what's left after we get the tundra good and rounded, and we'll go to town with it and get it delivered. All right, so the wind's whipping and we got snow flying, but we've got to get this split and onto the truck. So let's get this done, and Kevin should be here to give us a hand to go deliver it. So let's do some splitting. there we go. After not too much time at all, nice load on the Tundra. We'll go get this delivered and then we'll come back and we'll work on some restaurant wood. So as you guys saw, it doesn't take a long time with the Musclewood, and I used the 4-way wedge because I think it's cleaner splitting. I threw the 6-way back and we spun it on there and we ran that for a little while. The 6-way works really good, but I just think the 4-way splits cleaner. So it's one of those things that as we get used to it, if we find the right size wood, it's really quick to just spin it around as you guys saw. So yeah, not bad at all. Maybe took me 10 to 15 minutes to put this load on the truck by myself. And we started with a cold splitter. When you guys first saw the video, you saw the auto cycle would come to the end and then it would snap back. That's because the fluid's cold. When the fluid warms up, you guys see that it comes out and goes right back. So just another thing with these higher output machines, you've got to really make sure that they're warmed up to get the speed out of them. And when it's cold like this, it takes quite a while to warm that machine up. We ran this pickup load of wood and we're nowhere near at operating temperature yet. So that's going to be it for our video today. The next video you see, we'll be splitting some bagged and restaurant wood and filling our racks back up. And we've got something else that's going to be happening too. But that Musclewood back there in the background, it does not cease to amaze. What a machine. Absolutely incredible. If you think that you need one of these All Wood machines, you're absolutely correct. Reach out to me, let me know. We can get the process started for you, but these things are awesome. Remember guys, a little bit every day goes a long way. This was only 10 or 15 minutes. That's not very much at all, and it's got a load headed down the road. So help someone if you can, and we'll see you on the next one.